Hey everyone, just Brawl here again. Now after doing my game, I'm going to go to Robot X Laserbeam, and we're finally going to kick off the open tournament here, where Youzan enters as in the last group. And the title I saw was Reunion. So we're going to see the reunion between Robo and Youzan. And seeing the and hearing the fact that Youzan could become officially a pro player in his age, he may not have the rematch against Robo. Or at least Robo will not have his rematch. So let's see how it goes here in this chapter. Here we are at the sunny Yosuba Open Tournament. San Yosuba Tournament. And you absolutely can't compare the level of enthusiasm from this year's event to any other year. What's the reason for this enthusiasm? Well, let me clue you in. It's all because of an amateur player, a first year in high school, no less. Miura Youzan. He's so proficient with a driver, he's been dealing birdies left and right. He finished the third day tied for first place and certainly aiming for the win. He's making a name for himself in golf. Yeah, that's what he does. That's basically the announcer talking to him. Let's see. Basically, one announcer was saying how much if he manages to pull a victory here, he can go. Convert amateur player to everyone, so there's a low number of strokes to do it. Let's hear what our consultant Toguri-san can tell us about this. Thank you, Jim. Well, not really, Jim. I can't think anyone. Someone says thank. Let's take it to the next guy. Can't hear someone say thank you someone else's name, but he doesn't say his name here. Now he's going on talking about how all the pro players amateur players are increasing in the past few years. But he's saying that Youzan is also more special among them. Plus with Zeke, he's really a prodigy to come this far after playing just for 3 years. No doubt in that he has no doubt. I have no doubt. I don't have any doubt that he will succeed on an international level in the future. International. Okay, one shot apparently. During that, he managed all the way there. He made a super shot and the ball fell short of the pin only by a meter. A birdie is definitely guaranteed. The 28th round reunion, that's what it's called. That's what it's titled. I think he has to know if the Robo was in the area. Yo, this is so cool. You seen this rope? Boom! Oh yeah, you said on something. The rope is pretty high this year. You know, right? I've only seen this on TV. I had no idea it was this high. You know, somebody how he's saying that he fell in the hole. The grass reaches to my ankle. So I mean, would have even been able to hit the ball? Wouldn't be able to hit the ball out of it. Sato goes for his second shot. Oh, that one wasn't good. He made a mistake. I don't know what exactly was the mistake was, but apparently the ball curved. And it bounced into the sand trap and landed on the green. The right side where Yokun was aiming is flat, but the left side of that green has a slope. The usual trim of the grass for those games. They usually trim the grass for these games. So much a mistake will cost you. Normal games, the grass around the sand trap is long. Okay, so this panel here explains the difference between the normal and pro games. For normal games, the grass is around the sand trap is long, so it's easy for the ball to stop rolling. While in pro games, the grass is trimmed. So while it continues rolling, costing you some points. I learn more every day about the goal and the role in the sport of golf if you're not interested in the golf as a whole. I feel like I'm learning a lot in terms of the points and how things are completely different from normal and pro games. Even when playing for a high school team, I'm pretty sure they follow the normal trend, not the pro league. Now here's explained. The length of the course is the width of fairways, green speed, and the course overall is on another level. Even when programs and non-ranking games use the same course, it's better to think of them as fundamentally different. So to keep that in mind, as high school games are not considered non-ranking per se, They have their own level of difficulty. But even comparing pro games and high school games, the pros will finish 5 strokes lower on average. How many? It means that they need to score even lower than our seniors did back in the training game. Hey, bro, yeah. No, he's like amazing. To think that even a small mistake, a few meters between your target and the reality, will make such a huge difference to the final score. So that is what professional golf is like. And I just got a notification on my phone. Someday we'll definitely battle it out on a far bigger stage, you and I. I meant the world of pros. Can I be a pro? You seem to still be confused about what I said before. Oh no, I didn't mean to say that pitch. Oh yeah, Yukun isn't someone who may or may not become a pro. He's a player who will undoubtedly become one. Because of the stakes a professional golf player has riding on every shot, the pressure to perform is beyond extreme. Barely holding on to a win in front of a huge crowd of spectators, or not getting any money out of it if they lose. Those who balk at this person, okay, isn't either of those types. The more intense the game is, the more focused he becomes. He pushes him past his limits. His talent is simply amazing. It's simply outstanding. You share that quality, actually. Well, I'm only talking about potential, to be fair. Your actual ability is abysmal. Just put him up front for this guy. Yeah, sure, his laser beam shot is impressive, but that's really nothing. He's only known for a shot, though, not actual talent. Quite fair enough. Sato turned momentum into his favor with a chip and birdie. All says in all, they are neck to neck again. What a shot! I agree that you'll be a threat in the future, but right now winning against me won't be that easy. It's anyone's game at this point. The last group features Miura, Youzan, and Sato Show. Together with Yiri. While Yiri from the second to the last group are currently tied in the first at 11 under par. Okay. Sure says it's not a pro match. They adapt quickly. I won't win if I continue playing as usual. Well, I can't complain. Goes for the swing and hits it. The 18th Mirrors is the first to tee off and said flight and went with a flat lightning fast sword. The carry is 300 yards. In translation, this is the shot itself. But this is rolling ball makes it called a run. Okay, the shot itself is the carry all the distance. The rolling ball makes it called a run. So after the carry is done, when the ball somehow rolls, it's a run. That's nice. Oh, that's nice to know. How are you feeling at my chip in my... Really, huh? The momentum is on mine. Oh, you messed up. That sound makes you kind of messed up. That play seems not to be on Yukun's attention. Attention, eh? The last hole is a par 5. Yukun was aiming for an eagle. To do that, you need to get the ball as far as you can with the drive in order to reach the green on the second shot. But the ball has flown, but the place the ball has flown isn't good. Flown to isn't good. But stopped by a curve and couldn't continue the run. So it was blocked out by a curve. It can get as far as you couldn't expect it. So after 290 yards, you have to go around the lake, which will force him to go out the green instead. Beyond the green, 3 instead. Okay. Hey, Ro, have you decided what you want to do? even if Youzan becomes a pro, you still want to play against him, won't you? Then become a pro too. I don't know if I want to become a pro yet. After seeing this game, I've understood two things. First, how amazing Youzan really is. I didn't understand it back when we played, but I understand it more now, just a little. I can see how much better he is than I as a player. And the second is that, despite that, I still want to play against him. And I want to win against such an amazing person. Oh, wait, he just said. Okay, despite him he wants to go pro, but despite no fact that, let me go back a page to explain what he said. He doesn't know he want to be, he's still unsure, he doesn't know he wants to become a pro yet. But you realize how much amazing he is. He understands how amazing he is. He also knows how better he is than he is as a player. But I understand more. But in spite of the fact that he's so much better than him, he still wants to play against him, and he wants to win. Such an amazing person. And it looks like he goes unnoticed. Well, he's noticed something, turned around, and saw him. Robato. Robato? I don't think he looks at him directly, but I'm pretty sure he does know. Well, he knows he's like, what are you doing here? And then he sees Yusaku. They said their own, do you think? Give me 3 wood. I'm doing this. I just got a reason to win this thing. Come hell or high water. Because they are rivals, and that was where we end off with Robot Laserbeam. So Robato finally fully understands how amazing he is, but despite the fact that he has a lot more talent and potential than he does, Robato wants to defeat. He wants to play against Youzan, and he wants to win against someone that amazing. So he has more of an incentive to keep on to not go pro per se, but to go against someone that good of a level. And Youzan officially called Robato his rival. But we have to wait to see if that match is going to be like much more later on in the future. So we can see how things events unfold until next week. So until then, leave a like, subscribe, comment below, which is for fun, and I'll see you all next time. Laters.